He shredded that defense, a top-ranked defense, and he did it as a rookie. Headline, Jayden Daniels is Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he's playing far beyond the years would indicate.
Flashback.
Inevitably, Jayden Daniels' talent is so strong, so inevitable. There is a coach in the NFL that said that Jayden Daniels is Lamar Jackson 2.0, and that he has the ability to come in and be a better version of Lamar Jackson. We'll see if he can make that happen and if he's the pick.
You like that? You like that?
Jayden Daniels is him. He's the heart and soul of this Commanders franchise right now. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Jayden Daniels making history for the Commanders. Once again, Jayden Daniels makes another game-winning touchdown play for his team as the Commanders beat the Falcons in overtime by the score of 30-24. The Commanders have now won 11 games in a single season for the first time since the 1991 NFL season. Before I say anything else though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So here it is. Why has Jayden Daniels been so clutch for the Commanders this season? There are a litany of reasons why Jayden Daniels has been clutch for the Commanders this season, but one of the main reasons why he has been absolutely phenomenal in big time moments is his ability to understand that he is the best player on the football field every time he touches the field. Jayden Daniels understands that if you give him the ball late in the game, he's going to find a way to make plays happen. Jayden Daniels has this elite intangible where he just has the ability to rise up in big moments, and Jayden Daniels has done that on multiple occasions this season. Just give Jayden Daniels the Offensive Rookie of the Year award already. The guy has been playing phenomenal. He's been one of the greatest rookie quarterbacks to have ever played the game of football. In fact, he might be having a better rookie season than CJ Stroud right now. That is how good Jayden Daniels has been playing at the quarterback position. I understand that I was extremely high on CJ Stroud during his rookie season, but what Jayden Daniels is doing right now is even more impressive than what CJ Stroud did for the Houston Texans last year, because he's really not doing it with a ton of weapons whatsoever. Jayden Daniels leads the team in rushing. In each of the last 2 weeks, he has put the team on his back in both the running game and the passing game. Jayden Daniels has been making sure that different players touch the football in their hands. The Falcons double Terry McLaurin all night long. So you know what they do? They get the ball to other playmakers. They get the ball to Zaccheaus. They get the ball to Ertz and their other receivers. I've been incredibly impressed with how Kliff Kingsbury has developed Jayden Daniels into one of the top quarterbacks in the National Football League. Kliff Kingsbury has done an excellent job putting Jayden Daniels in position for success. Jayden Daniels understands that not every play has to be a great play. He understands that getting the 3 to 5 yards on a play can sometimes be a massive dub. That's why Jayden Daniels does a great job putting the ball in play, understanding that reads are sacred, and knowing you need to be the same guy at all times. When the going gets tough, what happens? You get tough and you make big time plays in big time games. I look at the hits that Jayden Daniels took in overtime, and I was saying to myself, wow, this guy is really tough in the pocket and outside the pocket. When he tries to run it in for the goal line in overtime, he gets popped to the 2-yard line. Dan Quinn calls a timeout, tries to get his quarterback catching his breath. He does exactly that. I think he throws the game-winning touchdown pass to Ertz. That is some elite stuff right there. He's making history for the Commanders right now because he broke the rushing record for a quarterback, particularly in his rookie season. He broke RG3's rookie record. I was impressed with what Jayden Daniels has been able to do. I thought he was more of an athlete trying to play quarterback, but he is actually a quarterback that happens to be an elite athlete. That is how good Jayden Daniels has been playing for the Commanders. I'm a massive fan of his game. I said his ceiling was Lamar Jackson's before the draft started. I was super high on Jayden Daniels. I was worried that the offensive line was going to ruin Jayden Daniels' career, but they have not done that at all. In fact, the offensive line has turned into a strength for the Commanders, something that I did not think would happen before the season started. I have to give Jayden Daniels tremendous credit for elevating the play of everybody around him. You look at the receivers in Washington, they're not great on paper, but Jayden Daniels has made them look really good. And then you look at the running game, they're not really getting a whole lot in the running game, but it doesn't matter because Jayden Daniels is carrying the load offensively in the run game, and then in the passing game. They've got all kinds of weapons with Terry McLaurin balling out. He's having a career year for them, and I've been incredibly impressed with what the Commanders offense has been able to do. I also want to show you guys this clip of Orlovsky raving about the Commanders offense. I found his takes rather interesting. Roll the film.
Jayden Daniels was the best player in the NFL this weekend. He's unflappable. He doesn't blink. And last year, C.J. Stroud had this remarkable rookie season. What we're watching is equally as remarkable. If you go to yesterday, that 4th and 11 run is the play of the game. The 4th and 11 where he's got to take off with his feet. This is the one on the game-winning drive that's beautiful. But he has to take off and make a decision of, am I going to go get that first down or not? And it's not only, am I going to take off and run with the football or not throw it? It's also, he's 3 or 4 yards short of that first down marker, and Philly defensively is bearing down on him. He doesn't slide. He doesn't leap. He doesn't dive. He goes, no, I'll trust my speed and take off. He doesn't get that. They don't win that game. It is an unbelievable season that he is putting together right now.
You are correct, sir. Yes!
There you go, Dan Orlovsky. I don't agree with every take you normally make, but for your takes with Jayden Daniels, you have been spot on with this game. You've been raving about Jayden Daniels far before it was popular to rave about him. I like the way how he breaks down the film of Jayden Daniels in general, and I also like the fact how he is always very complimentary of Jayden Daniels. I wonder why we don't praise Jayden Daniels compared to other quarterbacks. I see Caleb Williams get more praise in the media than Jayden Daniels in general, even though we all know that Jayden Daniels is the better quarterback. I see the media constantly make excuses for Caleb Williams on a weekly basis, while Jayden Daniels just continues to find ways to win football games almost every single week. Winners find ways to win, while losers always find excuses. That is exactly the truth with Jayden Daniels and Caleb Williams. Jayden Daniels has made sure that the Bears are going to remember that he was the better pick compared to Caleb Williams. Jayden Daniels was the better quarterback. I said that pre-draft. I said Caleb Williams was going to end up being a draft bust or at least an underachiever at the NFL level. And so far, Caleb Williams has proven me correct. Same thing with Jayden Daniels, although I didn't expect Jayden Daniels to take the Commanders to the playoffs in year one, but I thought Jayden Daniels would have a 2-to-1 TD-INT ratio. I thought he would have a pretty efficient rookie year, and he has done exactly that. He's also done a great job protecting his own body and making sure that he is not susceptible to hard hits for the most part. There's a reason why Jayden Daniels has not missed a single start this year. That is because Jayden Daniels is also tough, and when you're physically tough, that means you're probably also mentally tough as well. Jayden Daniels is obviously mentally tough, because if he wasn't mentally tough, then how does he continue to throw touchdown passes at the end of fourth quarters and overtimes? Obviously, Jayden Daniels has the clutch gene in him, and there is a lot to like about his game. The future is looking bright for the Commanders. They're going to make the NFL playoffs this year. They might even be a Super Bowl contender within the next 5 years. Yeah, I said it. The Commanders have their own version of Lamar Jackson right now. Their future is incredibly bright. We all know that Jayden Daniels is the clutch gene in him. He's mentally tough, and he always knows that he's the best athlete on the field every time he steps foot, because he has elite speed and he has that elusivity to get away from pressure. I've been incredibly impressed with how Jayden Daniels constantly evades pass rushers and making something out of nothing. And we all know that Jayden Daniels is always the same guy no matter what. Even when he gets hit a lot, he obviously does not show his anger to his teammates. He only shows joy to his teammates when they win the game. I love that from a leadership standpoint at the quarterback position. Jayden Daniels is everything that you want at the quarterback position, at least from an intangible standpoint. The future is looking bright. Good job to the Commanders for firing their franchise quarterback. They finally got the position down after missing on the quarterback position for so many years. They figured out that, hey, Jayden Daniels is going to be the best quarterback in this draft class, and it seems like they're going to be right about that. So that is why Jayden Daniels has been so clutch for the Commanders this season, as they are going back to the NFL playoffs for the first time since the 2020 NFL season. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I'm gonna shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @DustinAsTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinAsTran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinAsTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.